In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I needed the world to stay. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Hey, yo, thank you for tuning in, watching Blurred's Eye View. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell on YouTube and follow us on Twitch as well. And we are also part of Captivate. So there's all of that. You can also check us out here. Check out the link tree. There you go. Go to the link tree. That makes it easy for everybody. Go ahead and check that out. What's been going on with everybody out there that's listening? Thank you for tuning in once again. With me is my co-host, who seems to be back to 100%, and I'm glad she's not buried into the 95. She's at 95% right now. We can need to pop her a Ginsu bean or something. Miss Candy Bean Cosplay, what's going on?
What's going on is I'm alive. Whatever tried to kill me, it ain't happened, but it was close. I'm on my last little bit of my nifty inhaler, which I can say I'm upset it's not bedazzled or black or anything cute, but you know, when you're trying to survive,
laid there and thought about that. I'm pretty sure.
It gotta be cute. But I finally feel back to normal. Did that first candid combo. I haven't done it like 2 or 3 weeks, so that was nice to do. Bagged another semi-Ohio celebrity person to be involved in this. To be involved in this adult prom. Tickets are going to go on sale next month. I am stupid dumb excited, so I'm ready. I'm feeling better, and now it's back to work, back to make up for all the shit that I couldn't do when I was like
back to the bullshit.
Even like nothing has you even more like I'm not doing this 9 to 5 shit no more than when you really sick, and then you have to like nickel and dime your days off and all the rest of this stuff. I said I'm not doing this shit no more. Not with my health. Not if something happens with my son one day. I'm sick of asking people for time off, days off, approval of this, that, and the other. This shit gotta stop.
That's a pain. That's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, I ain't on it. If anything, it helps. This helped me get more centered with anything I can do creatively to make this money. So I'm looking forward to next year. Stuff's gonna be popping, and I am leaving the job.
2022 can kiss my ass.
Call me DC because I don't work here. That's how it's gonna go down.
Speaking of which, we're working our boards in the shadows, the hooded realm of DC. What's going on, baby?
That's Negro Cousteau.
Yeah, that's right. Negro Cousteau. He's our hood marine biologist.
Yeah. And they asked about my spelling. It's Creole / Haitian / fucked up.
Yes.
French. You forgot
The
the French.
colors. Yes.
No, it's not. There's nothing French about it. That's
well, the Haitian is part of the French.
Nah, it's the other Haitian. It's the niggas who got off the boat.
Not the other Haitian.
Yeah, it's the niggas who got off the boat.
Like, the other dark meat.
Yeah,
The other dog meat.
The other dark meat.
The ones who are deep in the sugarcane business.
Not the sugar cane. Please shut up.
Oh man, how's every well, Kenny? We know Kenny.
Mon ami. Slinging this sugar cane.
He's trying to kill me because I'm actually trying to like eat this food because I got like steroids and antibiotics still to take. And
okay, Barry Bonds.
Right.
Boy, got a hair like Barry Bonds.
I'm gonna come up the next time.
Next time we see her hat size gonna be a fucking 10 gallon. Like, I think a lot. No, I think
I can't go out like that. I really be tripping when these athletes they don't get used to with the steroids. You remember that used to be like just salacious, like you were on steroids, and now it's like
mercy me.
I don't think anybody cares. They care more about
at this point.
Aaron Rodgers lied about the COVID shit than they do about who's on steroids.
He didn't lie. He was inoculated.
Oh, you're one of those.
He was emancipated.
He's one of those.
He was
okay.
inoculated.
He was lying. That's what he was doing. White people.
You know what? You're right. When they will overlook you being on steroids.
He said a big word. I trust him.
I promise you that's what it seemed like the media did. And I was like, if this had been anybody else, because y'all have been dragging Kyrie Irving for like weeks. If it had been anybody else, darker, that would have been a wrap.
Well, it didn't help Kyrie's argument none to think that the earth was flat. So, you know, there's
we finna leave him alone on that because on this, I'm gonna stand with anybody that stands on their
I don't know. I took a flight. The shit looked flat to me. After leaving the ground for one time, that shit looked flat.
Not leaving the ground one time. That's all it is.
It's a gradual curve.
Yeah, it's a very flat circumference.
It's a hard sell for me. But
it's a hard sell.
Not to talk about flat earth and sports, and we can switch gears.
Yeah, but anyway, we're back. Sound is better because that's why I didn't clip the hell out there. So I'm out of the hellbound arena. Let's put it that way.
Speaking of hell, before we get any further, Batman: The Long Halloween or whatever that shit is, that is fucking tough to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I tried to watch that shit and fell asleep.
Oh, you mean like as long as when you say tough to watch, you mean in terms of
that shit was rough.
You mean time frame? We're talking about emotionally.
No, period. I mean, that shit was hard to watch. It was just like I didn't know what was going on. Like this shit was like a Chinese flick.
Did you see part 2 or part 1? You seen part 1?
I didn't even finish part 1. I fell asleep 5 times and I rewinded back and still fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
Like, shit, it put me to sleep. I don't know whether it's because it's Batman or whether it was just I don't know. It was a lot going on.
It's more the detective side of Batman.
Yeah, it was. He was boring. He was killing me. He was killing me.
Chris is like, it's more of the detective side.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no.
I want to see this nigga break niggas' jaws.
I want to see him bust some jaws.
Meanwhile, this guy's just trying to work a regular 9-to-5 for the Joker.
Like, speaking of how we let people get away with shit, how do we let Batman get away with beating niggas' ass who ain't got nothing to do with nothing? Like, this nigga Ralph just took a regular ass job.
How do we let Batman get away with adopting 5 different kids?
Well, that too. Anybody thought that shit was a little suspicious?
I mean, that was.
This nigga get a kid every year, and these niggas come out of nowhere fighting crime and shit. Don't nobody notice this nigga.
And then the fact that he was treating like his non-biologicals better than
his biological.
But to be fair, Damien's a hellion. So I mean,
this is true. Damien's a bit of a. He's not a bastard, but he's a. Bit of a bastard. He's not a bastard in that sense. He's just a bit of a bastard. But you gotta look at his upbringing.
Bastard though, since they weren't married. So technically
he is a bastard.
Technically, you're a bastard.
Technically, he's a bastard. He's a bastard in both forms. Then.
Yeah, technically, I would never say that shit to him, but technically,
no.
Whoop your ass.
I ain't got no time for him.
He got his daddy's anger issues.
He got his hands. We got Ike Turner, Chris Brown, Damian Wayne. That's the hierarchy of I will beat your ass.
You got Chris Brown saying, "Damn, nigga, that's not even necessary."
You
know, Chris Brown tells you might want to calm down. You're probably
you might want to seek some help. Even Ike is saying, "Oh, I wouldn't go that damn far." Shit.
Hold on now, anime.
They ain't got to eat the cake, Damien. Just chill out.
It's very this is a random thought I had since we talk about people beating people ass. Is Joe Jackson still alive? He died.
I think Joe is still alive.
Somewhere Joe Jackson is beating people's ass to stay alive. He's like the vulture of ass whoopings. Like he just out here. Every ass he whoop, every ass he whoop, he get a little bit stronger somehow.
Oh like my god!
I think it was dying 3 weeks ago. He beat somebody's ass and now he's strong as an ox. He Barry Bonds it out here.
Oh right, Hellbound. I heard.
He's the one that trained people. Hellbound.
They ass, and then
don't even let her. Don't. Like, but what if we got? I don't give a damn. This is what you need to do.
Don't you feel like that's a bit much? Smack.
No. Beat their ass. Tell them to get you some ice cream.
Oh my god. There's been so much going on, but really not that much going on because, well, we did get the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Mm-hmm.
We did get that, and
I have a problem with that.
Go ahead.
Because Idris Elba playing Knuckles is just, it don't even feel like it's a villain. It's just like a smooth ass whatever he is, just trying to pick up chicks and shit. He's just like
okay.
Wait, you
yeah, for the ladies it's cool. Ladies is like, go ahead, he'll just beat his ass.
We're very excited. I was like, I don't even give a fuck about the plot.
This nigga
all he said,
Idris Elba in a movie is like, it just don't make no sense for this nigga to be playing a cartoon character because this nigga still getting smooth and shit out here.
What threw me off with his voice work, because he also played, I want to say, like the Lion Mayor in Zootopia. And that threw me off too, because I was just like, why am I turned on right now? What is going on? Like, I know that. I know that voice.
Wait, do it again.
Man, I was like, this line is smooth as fuck.
Motherfuckers like, ooh, that line. Bra straps start coming off slowly. Ooh, that line. It's something about that line. I just don't know as they lay down slowly. It's something about that line. I just can't.
Not the lay down slowly.
Lay down. I don't know what's happening right now. What's going on?
Yeah, probably that dude. Drew comes out his fucking lips. Sweating and shit profusely. No, but it's a good trailer. I mean, it looked like it's gonna be good. It's just it's like The Rock doing some shit. It's just like
that part.
Now it's just like, I see you everywhere. You're like the same character in every movie.
I'm gonna have to agree with DC on that. Idris is now Dwayne Johnson in the sense of you're just gonna play yourself every time.
Smooth as fuck.
And smooth.
And not giving a fuck.
And nobody.
This nigga was like, all right, you think I need your powers, nigga?
Wait, yeah, y'all gonna say add the nigga. That's what we heard. That's all what we heard.
Shirt come overhead. Yes, take these powers. Collective panty dropping in the theaters. This nigga's a fucking red cartoon character. Somebody gonna get some pussy tonight.
That is so funny. Your wife come home
around here.
Where you go? I do declare I just saw Sonic and oh Lord.
You heard the collective. Everybody's
motherfuckers ain't from the South getting a South accent with this nigga out there.
What's funny about being that attractive and that smooth? I bet you, because he just had so much pussy over his career where it's just like women that the average man would go crazy over. He's like, all right, I had 3 of them in like a weekend. Like, who cares?
I'll tell you, man, I had 3 last night and 2 this morning.
Be a DJ on top of that. And it's like, nigga,
but DJ, I'm like, why are you so cool?
Okay, speaking of how we let him get away with shit, that song with Macklemore, I don't know if y'all seen this shit, but this shit, and I say literal shit. I want you to pants off, no dance off. Don't get no pants off. Niggas look weird as fuck. That shit was horrible. These niggas got on fucking throw me downs from swaps and swap me and shit. They wasn't even hand me down. It was throw me down. Niggas threw them shit down to them niggas.
I gotta throw this shit.
I'll throw this shit to you, nigga. This shit was horrible. But the way this shit started, I want you no pants off on a dance off. Romance off. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you saying? Nigga, none of that makes sense.
Meanwhile,
What
I
up,
was like,
Peso,
yes.
Louisiana? What's going on,
And
Black?
then motherfuckers, women was like, I don't give a fuck what this nigga saying.
I don't care what you say. That you
Wait, one half of the crowd is doing this. The other half,
The other half is like, nigga, what is you doing?
what is going
He's
on?
like, it don't matter.
Niggas looking at this nigga School Factory, it's just going down. Women's like, oh, it's the stock. The stock of the pussy is rising with this song.
The stock, if you look right here, the stock of pussy is actually going up.
Right here, you'll see right when he said no pants off, it really rose at that moment.
It really
It's at all time high.
He took the whole with it. He dropped to a whole new level.
And pork stocks are down. We'll be right back.
Oh,
The
man.
fuck, man? That's like how? Like I just don't real. I never realized. Like this nigga's cool, but that song.
It was trash. Even that Netflix show he did where it was like Turn Up
Where he
Charlie.
was-
I was like,
yeah,
oh.
Where was he? Like a
He was a DJ in that.
Yeah, he was.
Who knows?
Like a babysitting DJ. And I was just like, oh.
How the fuck did
Oh, I
that not make
remember.
this list? This nigga was a babysitting
Acknowledgement.
DJ.
That's why.
You know what else?
I
I got a honorable mention. What the fuck with that movie with Vin Diesel where he was like a babysitting Marine Navy SEAL / fucking model
why
or
we
whatever
was
the fuck
going
he
there.
was?
I don't know, but it was
Wait,
up
Mr.
there,
Nanny?
like, it was
No,
up
that's
there like
Hulk
with the
Hogan.
Rock did
That was Hulk Hogan.
That too.
Tooth Fairy.
That shit. We
was
don't
Weird.
acknowledge
We
that
don't
one.
fuck
Everybody
with it.
got one.
We don't
We don't acknowledge that
We don't
one.
look
That
that
one
one in
gets
the
a
game,
that
yeah.
one gets a pass because that shit was horrible. I don't even know how the fuck that shit was made. That nigga was just like, oh, you want me to play a hockey playing Tooth Fairy for how much?
Pretty much. He said,
Fuck it,
"Bro,
I'm
you some
fucking-
money."
Okay, so
fuck
we
it.
do not
They
acknowledge.
said, wait a minute.
We
He
know.
was like, what's the script? There is no script. You just freestyle.
Just freestyle.
We just put you on a wire in a pink suit and then just. The Rock was like, you know what?
Okay.
I can see it. Let's go.
Let's do this. Oh my god.
I've done less.
In other news, other than that, I mean, everybody's talking about Spider-Man: No Way Home. It drops
Fuck.
this weekend. And it's
couldn't
literally
get away from that
dominating.
shit.
It's dominating the news this week. Like I will say this: if you do go see it, don't
Keep your
spoil
fucking
it,
mouth
nobody.
shut. You know what? If you go
Please.
see it,
Shut up, bitch!
after you see it, just shut up. Niggas be like, did you remember the scene? No, I don't remember the scene. Nigga, I ain't seen this shit yet, and I don't want to
Yeah.
hear nothing.
Just chill out.
Exactly.
Like, niggas can't hold water when they see that movie. It's right now. Some dude in his basement,
48
35 years old,
hours.
ain't never had
40
no
remember-
ass, blogging about that shit, scene for scene.
What
Fine.
they- what they
In
do-
Not
part two,
super scene.
scene for scene. Spider-Man jumps off a rip and Jamie Foxx hits him, and then Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
Shut your ass
it's literally a TV show 48 hours. What they do in 48 hours, they
It's
get
the
that
Big
dude in
Bang
the room.
Theory.
They do that. They get that dude in the room, and they're
There's
like,
a lot of
no.
Sheldon Coopers right now.
They sit up
running
there.
their
You
mouth.
get that dude in the room, and you sit up there. We know you were there the night of the 17th. What happened? I'm like, man, I don't know what happened. And then you offer them that bottle of water and some chicken, and they ass fold.
That's what you
I
know.
mean, to be fair, depending on where the chicken's coming from, because wait a minute. Because at first you'd be like, oh, how can you fold on your friends like that? Then I'm thinking, man, you've been in there a couple of days. You already hungry, and they come in with that fresh Church's chicken off Martin Luther King Boulevard, and niggas is folding.
Well,
I don't know about that, but
They folding.
we know what it's gonna take for Brady to flip on one of y'all niggas. Y'all better hope churches
I'm
ain't
not
got
even
no
gonna
fresh.
be involved in the.
Y'all better
I'm
hope
not
churches
ride
ain't
or
fresh
die.
no fresh grease.
Mhm.
She,
I am not ride or die. I got questions. Where we riding to? Why I gotta die? I don't want no parts.
they
Not
walk
no
me
fucking
down with a
idea.
fresh Tahitian
see,
treat.
that be
Ice
the part.
cold.
Them niggas be like, man, I ain't gonna tell shit. They be like, hey, wait. Niggas open that box and sound like a motherfucking Roman emperor. Niggas be like, well, you know, Lil Junebug
Wait,
did it,
hold
man.
on,
But
wait.
you
No,
know,
you gotta hit him with this move first. Though. You gotta hit him with this move. They be like, man.
that be the natural sign of nigga on the edge. He about to
Right.
he on it. He teetering
You can't
between
see it. You can't see
snitching and
it.
being street code.
Yeah, he
And then
gets
the minute
be
his
like-
legs
more
get
closer
the
to the table.
his
Because the
legs
ones
get the
that
moving.
really ain't gonna talk, They just be sitting back still like this, like I ain't got nothing to say. I wasn't there.
The whole time, nigga dropped that chicken in some Newports.
They don't even care.
Wasn't me.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Like watch a video with you in the video and still say that shit wasn't you. You a cold.
They slide that plate in there like this. They just
nigga be having the same shirt on in the video. They be like, wasn't me.
The audio says, "Hey, yo, clearance," and they like, "It's not me."
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, nigga, them JoJo's from Giannino's make me question my motherfucking loyalty.
Here we go, you black. Now we
okay, I got a question. What will it take you to turn on the motherfucker, like food wise?
Wait a minute. Set up a better scenario.
G-Black raises a good question.
Because that's a good question. Because Gino Nino's fucking JoJo's, I'll be like, how close was I to this nigga? Because them JoJo's, if they fresh out the grease and them bitches got that good crunch, nigga.
You got
JoJo's on what the person did and who it is. Because some people bring them on.
The pizza from the Meteor.
You're right. But that nigga Pookie from down the street.
Now let it be somebody you don't fuck with. I'll flip for some Arby's fries, and I don't even fuck with Arby's.
God damn.
God damn, nigga, you flip for Arby's. You know you don't like a motherfucker.
You don't like
motherfucker flip on you for Arby's. You might want to question how good you are as a person.
You know what meal I'd be pissed? You know what meal I'd be pissed someone flipped on me on? It's the fucking Long John Silver.
This nigga flipped on me for a triangle fish.
I would be so mad. You flipped on me for
nigga
what?
flipped on me for potted fish,
like,
man. This
y'all
nigga
cross town for this? Y'all niggas really
the
want
fact that them motherfuckers is still in service.
Exactly.
You
like,
know how rich
they hit him with this, and then they say, "What the fuck you get Long John Silver
niggas, is that fresh triangle fish?
It's fresh."
She flipped for all.
So you know what happened?
How do we let Arby's get away from selling roast beefs for motherfucking 60 years? And
beef curtains. That's beef curtains on bread. That's what that is.
That's roast beef. Like, who was out here getting? Like, imagine. I don't want to say this, but imagine a girl.
He says it.
Imagine a girl just be like, "Yeah, I'll fuck you for a roast beef sandwich from Arby's, extra horsey sauce."
No,
I would turn away.
No.
Nigga, I'm walking away. I swear to God, I'm walking away. That shit.
That's enough.
Your standards is that low that you out here flipping it for a motherfucking roast beef sandwich.
There was an episode of Maury where the girl talked about that she fucked somebody for some Chinese food, and then Maury messy ass talked about
it was Hot Pocket.
It was a Hot Pocket too.
It was Hot Pockets.
Oh no, this was Chinese food because I watched a lot.
There was a different one too. It was a Hot Pocket and a Chinese.
For Chinese food, and Maury's messy ass asked her, "Did she get duck sauce?" And I'm just like, "What the fuck?"
That is a good question,
highly
though.
Respected reporter at one time.
No,
Maury.
That's a good question though, because if you didn't get duck sauce, the nigga didn't love you.
If you ain't get duck sauce, you was the duck.
Hold on. You never. Her knees probably stink.
What?
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I believe him, yo. It probably smells like the person and been here before.
Got that stench behind the knees.
Oh my.
Okay, what are we talking about? What is going on?
Somehow we got a roast beef sandwich and some girl's knees smelling like the back of earbags.
We got to talk about
earring
48
backs.
hours and yeah.
Okay, let's get to why we're here. I guess.
But yeah. So, but like we said, you go see the
Spider-Man.
movie.
Shut
I'm
the
one of
fuck
the
up.
ones that's going this weekend. I'm prone not to say anything. I'm not flipping. But yeah,
You see
keep your mouth
Spider-Man, shut the fuck up.
Don't
Like-
say nothing. Yeah, just watch it, enjoy it. Don't say shit. Talking.
That shit
over the
irks my
person that's
nerves.
next
Like,
to
even
you.
Tom Holland was pissing me off for a minute because this nigga was telling everything for a while. So it's like,
You
yeah,
know, I'm
this
not
is-
even watching people do like red carpet stuff, although I think it's really cool to see our social media peers in a way be able to go to the red carpet and take picture interview. But I don't want to see certain people and wonder, well, would you be there? I don't need to see that shit. Like,
He
no.
probably flipped it for a roast beef sandwich. That's how he got there.
That's how I got there.
So you want to interview Tom Holland? So what would you do for this roast beef sandwich?
We know what we do more than.
Shout out to Ace Vane. I don't know if y'all seen this, but he got something called
Oh, latest
Surviving
one?
Santa.
Oh shit, Ace Vane is a clown.
He's
man.
so funny.
This dude.
Go watch Surviving Santa. This shit is like R. Kelly, but it's Santa. This shit is fucking hilarious.
He's too funny.
This shit is fucking hilarious. God. This nigga had this girl. He was on the bed, ass naked with a hat on his cock. And he asked me what I would do for an iPhone. And she walked in, he was like, you ain't just like you want an iPhone.
Look, I'm definitely clipping this part because look, Candy B's face right now, that's going on a clip because her face,
this shit
like, I got hell to hear this.
Right. I'm like, I'm sick again, nigga. Damn.
Shit's funny though.
I caught that shit again.
Oh my God. Oh man, we go cut to a little break before we get to the main topic, which is basically we've already started. It's like, how do we let them get away with that? We'll be talking about a bunch of movies and plot lines, and we're asking everyone out there, how the hell did we let them get away with that? So after this little commercial, we'll be right back.
Running low on energy, long days and even longer nights, tired of all the other energy drinks and bars promise you a lot and never delivering? Need to make it through work, but want a product that can keep up with your busy lifestyle? Want no longer? Try Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. The balls that are so smooth and with a load of nutrients and vitamins to really get you up and bouncing off the walls. Made with all natural ingredients and healthy junk to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls are sold everywhere where you buy your junk. And now, for those who want that extra kick in the butt, comes Chef's Heavy Duty Chocolate Salty Balls with 120% more caffeine than the leading brand. Disclaimer, this product has not been approved by the FDA or World Health Association. Warning, this product is not intended for consumption by children, elderly people, or women who are pregnant or may become pregnant. You might even get pregnant.
I've got to order me one of those Wish sweaters. Our segment,
Chris, if I may, there's something I gotta ask how we let it. So this was a real tweet. Like, this is the real tweet. I don't know if y'all see this tweet, but it said, if we want to have the white state or white race or white homeland, we should be able to have that. Wigginton said that we respect people for all. If you look at the NAACP, black people have that right. Why can't we have a white people version of WAACP? I don't know what they think the N stand for.
Thank you.
Oh, I know what they know the N stands for.
They thought it stood for the Negro Association of Events and Color People. I don't know why that shit was
for
funny,
them tweeting that sounds very hard R-ish of them to.
And this is why critical race theory is so important right now.
I just thought that tweet was
bad word.
I just thought that was a funny tweet, man.
Speaking of bad word, Biden, you tried it, but I wasn't one of them people that believed the student loan shit anyway. But you still tried it.
You tried it, and we knew. Look. We knew it was some shit.
I mean, like,
no way in hell.
My student loans looked at me and was like, nigga, you know he ain't gonna get it.
No. The student loans did the black look that's like.
Yeah.
My student loans looked at me and was like, nigga, you believe
right, G Black,
that
you
shit?
got it. It's called America.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
It's like when people were upset for like a little tiny bit at the turn of going into like the 2000s where they were like, oh, there's like a BET. Why don't we have a? And I was like, y'all got all the damn channels. Y'all own BET. What the fuck y'all talking about? Like
3,000 channels and we got one, and you niggas is mad about that one.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
The one.
How we get these niggas? Wait, we got 3,000 channels. These niggas got one. Oh, I ain't going for that, Chuck.
No,
you
don't
know.
I don't want to go over that, Chuck.
Goddamn, I got goddamn channel. I don't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn one channel, man. BET, we gotta get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck is y'all mad over one channel?
How do we let them get away with that? That is our topic for today, is how do we let them get away with that? A lot of TV shows that we've seen over the years, a lot of movies, especially in the 80s and 90s that we've seen over the years, and a couple in the 2000s that we've seen over the years, and we have questioned ourselves. 90s. Yeah, definitely the 90s. So we're going to start with Candy B's list.
Wait a minute. Oh, what?
Wait.
What was wrong with this?
What's wrong with it? His little criteria was, how do we let them get away with that? How do they get away with it? So I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I love.
So tell everybody, and for those who can't see it, tell everybody.
For those who can't see it, Wayans brothers turned this movie motherfucking out.
$1
Yes.
Hey, Bobby, tell him. You know $1 He said no.
They are making fun of Paris and Nikki, who were very huge at the time this movie came out, like 2004, 5.
Yeah.
And they
this
literally
did
a whole movie in whiteface, in mask, and everything. And
they did do it.
Wait, watch the transition. They've gone from this to this to this.
And, and they were parodies of Paris and Nikki, who, by the way, they actually met up with and got to take pictures with. And they knew that, you know, they were kind of the butt of the girl. And Paris thought it was funny. She said she's seen the movie. But when you really think about the movie, this is something that could never fucking fly now. Not even in the last 15
hell no.
Like, it could not be made because the women, the Karens, would be carrying it like they've never carried before.
Let me speak to your manager.
So upset. And then what makes it so bad about their stereotypes and everything, everybody was kind of on point. So I didn't even find it offense because I didn't think about it as whiteface either. But baby, if this came out now, it would be whiteface. It would be hate crime.
Oh, straight off.
They would dog out. What was Terry Crews' character in the movie? Because he was doing his
big black dude.
Yeah, he was like an undercover. I don't know what he was doing or into.
Yeah,
but
Juicy Smouye, basketball player.
We're not even going there.
How we let him get away with that? But anyway,
so I definitely am like, damn. When I thought about it, I was like, how did we let them get away with that? There was this pocket of time between like 98 and 2012 or 13 where nobody was really paying attention to what the fuck was being made movie-wise.
We fell asleep at the wheel. Let's just
no
say
one
that.
cared. No one
This is
it's like, oh, you want to be white women? Fuck it, green light it. Throw some money behind it.
DC,
like,
that's how they probably pitched it. So I'm like,
I don't know what made them think they was doing something in this dance scene.
Hey, they was fucking it up. Shout out to my girl Kelly Pitts. That's Kelly Pitts from the game.
That is Kelly Pitts in the green.
She was fucking it up.
She was getting it.
That's
only in America.
That mustache.
So that was White Chick. So this is Brandy's other pick. We will go. What do we want to do? We'll start. Not that one.
Not the
that one. Yeah,
it's that one, but it's not the one I wanted to show. There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
For fucking years, because there is no way this would fly if they put it out now or if the genders were reversed. No fucking way can you make basically a sex bot. And nobody, and I love this movie.
Technically, they are doing that right now. They are making sex bots.
No, bro.
So this is true. You can't.
There's a difference between making sex bots and making a movie involving kids about a grown sex bot. That's not going to fly.
They tried to make two.
A very young Anthony Michael Hall and Kelly LeBrock.
And like the picture you showed earlier, Robert Downey Jr., Mr. Iron Man.
A very young Robert Downey Jr.
Dude, look at that hair. Look at that grease.
That nigga looks fresh out of the West Side Story.
Fresh product.
Oh my God, they do look like when you're a jet. You're a jet on them.
What are they, turfs? With
the sharks.
Yeah.
The sharks. But yeah,
it would never happen. And even like the final scene where the bikers are driving all through the fucking house. And first of all, in the 80s, inflation and everything else must have been crazy because everybody's motherfucking house was stupid. 3, 4, 5 stories. I'm like,
cocaine gang.
Work.
Cocaine gang.
And everybody's parents was always gone for the weekend. They had to be cokeheads.
They were selling it.
They had
stayed in a nice ass house.
Stayed in a nice house.
And their parents stayed gone doing cocaine.
My parents were not gone for no damn weekend. I can't think of one time growing up. It was like my parents turned to me, now, Brandy and Bradley, don't mess up this house before I leave. The fuck?
And then they get back in the house magically put back together.
The holes in the ceiling, the chandeliers back up.
This nigga ran a whole bike through your shit, nigga. Yo, you ain't got no holes in your walls.
None. Tire marks all over the wooden floor.
And then I think one of the showdown moments too. The guy, because some of the guys, this would have been racial appropriating if someone had caught it, because they had like Native American feathers and all the rest of the shit in their head, and they was not like that. I was like, who's in charge of costuming? Because y'all just said, well, here you go. This looks scary.
Same nigga that green lit white chicks. He was young though. He was young. He was a young tenderoni in the game. He learned from his mistakes.
He's like,
I can't give him feathers, but I'll give him white face. Goddamn.
I was like, they had tribal markings and everything, and I was like, So I still love the movie. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like,
yeah,
it shouldn't have happened.
It was so bad, but it was so good. It was the 80s.
And it was so good they made a show out of it. It got its own TV
show. Like years later, but they still made a show. And I'm like, how did you?
And the theme song Weird Science went hard though. I think that carried the damn movie. Okay.
This is another one. Because I only grabbed like 2 pictures from this one, but you can tell it.
Oh shit!
This is
yes, that is the original.
Oh goddamn mannequin.
Samantha Jones, Sex and the City. Originally, she was a mannequin.
Kim Cattrall. Yep.
I love this movie so much, but
another Malachi something. It was something because he was on
it didn't matter. I was torn between this one and the vampire movie Jim Carrey did, because I'm just like, why would we let these movies? Why was this even a thing?
How do you go from this to this? It's just
in the editing. Like, if you go back and watch this movie, the editing is not smooth. It's so choppy. And this movie made money.
Didn't she break and they had to glue her back together and tape her back together and shit? Like her fingers was all fucked up, like she was doing the Crip shit.
I don't know how they did this.
By the end of the movie, she was throwing up gang signs and shit.
It was so cringe. Like anytime they were in the mall and she
fell out the hot air balloon.
It was so bad.
Because there was some weird
really dating this doll, and I'm like,
Once Bitten was my shit.
We let it be okay.
Because it was Jim Carrey.
But there was some stalker dude.
But still trash.
There was this weird stalker dude who wanted the mannequin, and then dude was dating her. So it was really a throuple situation. That's what this was about.
Here's the crazy part. They made a sequel that had Christy Swanson.
I did not know they had a sequel.
They had a sequel.
They had Christy Swanson. And I'm like,
it
wasn't the same cast except for the black dude. Like he had, because the first one took place in New York, and then he left, and then the second one took place in L.A. and they just had the black dude.
Not again.
Yeah, no. That's wildly
unnecessary. It was Danny Glover. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Right. Oh my god! It was.
Welcome to your mannequin.
Trash.
This one. I don't give a damn. This one.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, fuck. How did this? Amazing. I'm the dude playing the dude that's playing the dude.
Tropic Thunder was amazing, but also, again, a movie that can never, ever, ever be redone ever. Like, they can never go back to this. I don't even think they play this on reruns on, like, TNT or some shit.
They used to for a while, but then they stopped.
Man, like.
That backlash.
They made sure they hit all the markers. So
and then what made it? I don't know what was. I don't know what was worse. I don't know what was worse to people. This whole thing right here, or in my opinion, what was probably a little worse is when they kept telling them you can't go full retard, and they had that whole bit, and I'm like, you ain't supposed to say that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
yeah.
This one they definitely slipped this shit through. G.
This bit right here. This bit right here. They slipped this shit through the smallest track. They did, because I'm just like, not only did you drag the retard joke out, but you literally had him in blackface this whole time, and even had him really committing and talking about for 400 years. That word.
I can't believe they pulled this shit out their ass for this one.
But I think that's what made it so great, man.
Yeah, because it wasn't as in blackface. It was like, what did they call it? Like a commentary. Like they were pointing fun at the
But what made it so fucked up was they had Brandon T. Jackson
in the movie.
With the every time he said And he was like, "You people." He was like, "You people." What do you mean?
He slapped him. I was just like, "What is?"
That's what made this movie even funnier because they had Robert Johnny. He committed to this role.
He committed.
He to him so much that he really didn't know it was him at first.
That's exactly. G Black has the perfect. He was so good at it. You couldn't be mad at him being good at it. Because he played a black
mannerisms. It was on point.
Think about it like this: he was a better black dude than Brandon T. Jackson in this movie.
If we had to pick a better black,
if I was going to a barbecue, I would have picked Kurt Lazarus.
If I just hear,
because I'm not drinking booty sweat.
Yeah, the booty sweat guy. I don't know his character's name in the movie, but if I hear a nigga named Kirk Lazarus is throwing a barbecue, I'm going to Kirk's house.
This was the
booty sweat.
You know, like Jack Black was also.
The cast was amazing.
The cast was perfect.
Great cast. Great
Nick
Christopher
Nolte.
Walken.
And
Forgot about Christopher
Ben
Walken.
Stiller, Simple
Chris
Jack.
Nolte.
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But this was the one that got everybody. This one got everybody.
I forgot Matthew McConaughey was in this shit.
And Tom Cruise. That's Tom Cruise.
Well, I know Tom Cruise was in it because I'll never forget him dancing to Ludacris the way he was at the end.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
And actually
crazy.
was really kind of on that shit.
And I heard like Tom was really into this. Like I heard he asked to be a part of it more because he was feeling this shit. And I'm just like,
but look at it though. He played that role too though.
He played
if you didn't know that was Tom Cruise, you were like, that ain't Tom Cruise. This nigga killed that. He bodied that role too.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, I think he took every agent he ever had coming up and was like, this is what they're like.
Yes.
This nigga did he was like,
suck on it.
He was the way he was throwing like throwing cuss words together. I was like, what is he saying? Like,
but we let him get away
it
with
was a good ass movie, but I'm like, how the fuck did they get away with this shit? Because there were so many things.
It was so bad. So now we got DC's list. So we'll let start.
Yeah.
We'll start with this one. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. I almost forgot about this
now
shit.
the reason why I picked this movie because she was 16 in this movie, supposed to be 16, looking 35 with a smoker's car. Like, how did this movie survive?
Oh my God, is that Agent?
Yep, David Duchovny.
What?
Yes. Like this movie
he was hitting on her, was it? It was him.
Yes, he was working at the job. He was trying to hit on her. And then the other chick hated on her. And she was 16 and they found out she was serving sandwiches. Like this whole movie was fucked up. Like talk about your mom going away. Like you ain't ever think to check on your kids like for real. She's like, oh, so everything sounds cool. I'm out. Let me speak to the babysitter. Oh, she's asleep forever.
That old lady was mean as fuck.
She died in 5 seconds. Like how?
She's mean as fuck, and then before you knew it, she was. What was she said? Like she was sitting in a chair, and she just up and died or something. It was
she had a heart attack.
Yeah, it was just like
they scared the shit out of her.
My God, it was so bad.
But the fact that she was 16, supposed to be 16, looking 42, and nobody like it was just the whole movie to me. Just the premise. It was a good
really
movie.
Hard. I mean, when you play Kelly Bundy for so long.
Man, she played the shit out of that role. She's Veronica Cornerstone and Kelly Bundy.
Forever. Veronica Cornerstone.
I don't know how we let him get away with that. Like that movie just there were some other scenes that like him like David Duchovny hitting on her and she was supposed to be 16. It
was so cringe. It was so fucking cringe.
Because he had that slick back, that weird
42.
That's what made it worse. That's what
always
made it
like him, Morgan Freeman, Cuba Gooding Jr. These are people that always look middle-aged.
Yeah. I wanted to throw Evolution on this list on my honorable mention. I don't know if you remember that movie with him and
with Orlando
Jones and fucking
that's my dude,
Sean
man.
William Scott. That movie was fucking weird as fuck. And then that old girl, I can't remember her name. That shit was just on TV the other day. I watched that shit. I was like, Redhead, yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Honorable mention, but yeah, that movie, I don't know, man. It just now you can't do it the way they did it then, but the whole like the nigga had a slick back. and he was hitting on her, and it felt weird.
That's what made. And then he had the half button shirt. I'm like, dude, this looks.
And then the woman who
like her
girls in high school that were that age dating or fucking older men. Like it was a heavy ass thing. Like people may not do it or admit to it as much now, but back then they was doing that shit.
Mm-hmm. And she was smoking cigarettes and shit. The antagonist was like this old. I don't want to use the B word, but she played that part. I don't remember who that was, but she was an ass, yo. Like she played the fuck out of that part. She might not have played no other part the rest of her life, but you hated her forever. Like because
it was too much. It was the hate. It was the hate. Like
it was the pettiness. She was petty as fuck.
Here's his other pick.
This shit.
Joe's apartment.
This nigga was friends with his roaches. If you black, he was never friends with your roaches. He was never kicking it on the couch.
He said he had them roaches. He was cool.
Yo,
this movie, roaches. Like this,
they had a whole ass band though.
They did. They was helping him try to get the apartment together one time for the little date.
Yeah, they was hooking him up.
They was trying to get this nigga romantic tips.
This shit was gross, and there were hella roaches.
A wall full. Look at this shit. Oh man! And look at the CGI.
Yo, the toilet was nasty as hell, man.
That whole movie was nasty.
I'm like,
as hell.
wait, that whole part, and that was based off of shorts they used to have on MTV. They were just like little shorts, like
I remember
that. And but the fact that acting in this was still better than like fucking like Idle Hands.
Oh God,
I liked Idle Hands.
You would.
I don't know why. It was something about it. It was that one chick in it. That shit was.
It was like, I'm like, it's Jerry. And here's the thing, dude. You married Mystique. He's married to the model. Not Jennifer Lawrence. The first Mystique.
Rebecca Romaine, right?
Rebecca Romaine.
I'm trying not to say
John Stamos. That
was Uncle Jesse's girl. Jesse's girl.
Which is crazy because the nigga from Joe's apartment stole Uncle Jesse's girl.
That is so nuts because I'm like, that's Uncle motherfucking Jesse.
And he used to be the chubby kid on Stand By Me. Like this nigga had the major come up of all time. And he still looks the same.
Like he's one of those clear people that did not age badly.
Right.
He has that Benjamin Button.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
him and Paul.
Speaking of which, how did not Benjamin Button make this list? Like, what the fuck? How the fuck did he let this get away with this nigga start? I'm Benjamin Button. I'm 10 years old. Like this nigga started out.
I was into the movie though. I ain't gonna lie. I bought it.
Just that scene alone, this nigga was like, "Hi, I'm Benjamin Button. I'm 10 years old." Like, nigga, what are you chewing cigarettes out there?
Yeah, tobacco.
This nigga chewing the filters.
He looked like with an older filter on his face. It was
like a burlap sack. He looked like he ain't had no lotion in his life ever.
Like no moisture, no
water, no
dry
lotion,
sack.
Dry.
He got a cane and shit and gray hairs. The fuck?
And then
he had the Kevin Durant going on. That's what he had to go.
Oh no, not the Kevin Durant. Oh.
How do we let him get away with that shit? That nigga skin. That nigga was blue white.
Dry as the Sahara.
That nigga Kevin Durant looked like an avatar underneath his fucking
skin looked like
that nigga was blue. White. That nigga like got poop. This nigga was like real gray.
Here's his other
like one of the Nasty Sisters from the Proud Family. He was the nasty brother.
One of the gross sisters.
Yeah, he was the gross brother. He was the one that got out, but he still didn't get right.
He was so ashy. How are you so ashy that your skin like marbleizes? Like it looked like that shit looked like concrete.
This shit like a fucking abstract painting.
He was like, give me the shea butter. He was like, nah, nigga, give me
you remember those?
Give me the water.
You remember the coloring books that would say color the one space green and the two
color the whole shit gray.
It was like it got numbers on it.
Fuck it, it's all gray.
Oh, man. Gross.
This nigga was like the opposite of moist. He was like dry. Like
the desert floor.
Dry. It was bad. God.
This nigga like fucking
Shout out again to D Black who's going all Hollywood on us.
He ain't forgetting where he came from.
You ain't got no choice. We got the best theme song because of you. So you ain't gonna be out here and act like brand new bitch. We not doing it like that.
Oh shit.
Period.
She came back. She had 97%.
I mean, 97%. I'm not playing. Not playing.
Here's DC's other pick. Howard fucking.
I had to. They almost let a duck have sex with a woman. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. And the shit took place in Cleveland, Ohio. That's all I need to say.
Yes, it did. Yes, it was shot and took place in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's all I need to say. These
Are
niggas
we
really
sure
was
it's a
like,
duck and it's not Kevin Durant with no.
I'm like Benjamin Button.
I mean, look at them big old black lips. That's Kevin Durant.
Like this.
How do you go from Back to the Future to this? I don't understand.
It's a very hard fall from grace, but it's good for her because for this movie to go down as a cult classic and to be referenced consistently in the MCU, this is a good look for people involved in it. But I wouldn't want to.
The fact that this nigga was a lazy duck, just sitting on his couch, chilling, drinking a beer,
and he always
minding his own damn business.
He was drinking a Duckweiser, chilling with a cigar.
Like, who helped him get into those button downs? Who helped him get into? Because how?
This nigga has feathers. That's exactly.
He had the he had pleated pants. He had on the pleated 80s pants.
But then it was a whole fucking planet of these niggas, like just chilling with their feathers out their ass, like just cut out. They had the fucking Prince jeans on and shit with the ass cut out. Like we let them get away with that.
I forgot Prince did that shit.
Wow. Niggas had old fucking chaps and shit.
We let Prince get away with a lot of shit, and
then they had the old boy from old boy Jeffrey.
Oh, the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
This nigga doing that weird voice. I want to kill you, Howard.
Not him sounding just like it.
I've seen it too many times.
It was just so bad.
He had a parasite in his ass. He was like, I'm gonna kill you. They got a bad ringworm and just went crazy in Cleveland in the 80s.
Bad. It was so
bad.
bad.
Horrible, man.
Oh my god.
Like it just looked, but it was so bad it was good. It's another one of them so bad it was good.
I will always give that movie, and I'll even give it to Joe's Apartment. I'm sorry. It was very awful.
The song that the Roaches were doing, I was just kind of like, all right, yeah, this shit's catchy. All right.
This was a slapper.
Not I like the Roaches.
I'm on. That
nigga was slapping the bass.
Yeah, like y'all got some harmony. I'll give you.
And they was talking. The Roaches was talking shit. They was like, I know you ain't talking.
Right, because they was like gang. They was like,
the Roaches
like, you coming up in here? This is our place. Don't you?
It's bad enough you have roaches, but for them to be frying you up verbally, like
Funky Towel got the funk.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Absolutely not. Trash. Not the music emoji.
But shout out to Howard the Duck for being the original MCU universe starter, because that really started it.
Yeah.
He don't get enough credit. They gave it to Blake because nobody wanted to represent that fucking duck. Almost sexually molested a white woman. Nigga almost got sued.
Like, there's only so many marks we can make.
It was like, damn, Howard, you had to try to take it?
And he was like, yeah, like just having him be crude. I'm like, so why did you decide to have him just be like sexual like this? Like
he was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't have a penis, but I got
not Joe.
He said I don't have a penis. What?
I got a feather down there if you want to.
Nobody wants to think about that.
He's like, let me tickle you with this feather, girl.
No. Although, to make fun of, speaking of the feather, that 40 days, 40 nights bullshit, where like he was like abstinent for 40 days.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do a part 2 of this one, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
He was like, feather.
I was like, whoever wrote this has never been with a woman because it takes a hell of a lot more than a goddamn feather.
Maybe if you had done it in 40 days and 40 nights.
No.
Maybe that was the rose for men. It was just tired of your girl getting off with the rose. Get this feather. Feather! Nigga walking Walmart, see all them fucking feathered down pillows and have a flashback. Clean up on aisle 5.
It's so bad.
What's wrong? I remember that feather.
That's so gross.
Oh, you said you gotta keep doing it.
Clean up
And
on
you
aisle
can't like
6.
reuse the feather. Y'all ever seen wet feathers? Ain't no reusing that shit.
I have not seen
Just
a
let
wet
it dry
feather,
out
and
now,
I don't
it's all
want to see a
crispy.
wet feather.
Well, you know what? I craft, so I got a lot of feathers and shit.
Oh, so you was the one selling that nigga the feathers. Side hustle. Got this feather for you niggas.
Oh man. So now my list is it starts.
Wait,
here.
there's one more.
What's that?
The Human Centipede. Don't leave that shit out.
Oh, I didn't put it on there.
No, I put it on there.
But
How the fuck did
like-
you let these niggas get away with a fucking?
No.
I tried to wipe.
Don't
that
you ain't got to show
shit.
no pictures, but we got to talk
I
about
don't
that
have
shit
them.
because they made 2 of these motherfuckers.
No, they made 3.
They have no trilogy.
Oh my god.
The
Yes.
final one.
Oh,
is
my God.
DC,
They
the
have
final
to.
one's at a prison, yo.
How did they let this shit go? I have.
But you know who had it the best? The first nigga. The first nigga is always the better one.
I was
That
like,
last one had it the worst.
oh no, it does make you think like, okay, where would you want to be in the life?
First.
Yep.
you said
Shitting on-
the same
literally
song.
shitting on all you niggas. Literally shitting on all you niggas.
I'm just mad that someone took the time to not only think this up, to write the script, to pitch the script, and people auditioned for this shit.
But look, but here's how the meeting went. Yeah, I want to make a movie where I sew people mouths to another person's butthole and just make a fucking line of them. And then I feed them fucking X-Lax and applesauce and prunes and shit and just what else happens? That's it.
That's where we start.
It's an hour and a half of that. It's 30
There's
minutes of
nothing
me
else.
sewing buttholes to mouths and then another hour.
And you know the exact price.
It's an hour of me sewing buttholes to mouths and then 30 minutes of these
And
niggas
the
just shaking each
executive,
other.
and the executive is probably like, you know what? let's do
It
it.
was
Let's
like-
do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
This
he
nigga was like J.
yeah,
Jonah Jameson. You know what? I'll do it.
I'll do it. Bring me my checkbook.
Sign me up.
Let's do that. Let's do
I want more buttholes to mouths. More ass to mouths.
No,
Put it on Pornhub.
Gee, it's not just one whole movie. It is 3 whole
It's 3
movies.
whole movies. And these niggas showing this mad scientist showing niggas mouths to other people's buttholes. And it just be a long line of these motherfuckers, and they just in a dark
Not
ass
a long
room.
line of these motherfuckers like you had to take a number.
Number
Yeah,
15.
G-Black. Yeah, G-Black.
Like a fucking
kind of the
deli.
whole film.
Like a fucking, and then, but these niggas is in a dark ass room, mouths sold to each other. Now all you doing is looking at another motherfucker's ass while shit is like this shit was a whole fucking movie, man. This shit was fucking weird, and it made 3 of these
Now you
motherfuckers.
fucking knew it.
I fucking know it.
I knew it. I knew it.
I need more pictures of Spider-Man.
That shit was wild, and the fact that they made 3
That's
of
how
them
he
bitches
finished it
lets
off. He
you
was
know.
like, you know what? Sign that up. Sign him up for 2 more sequels.
I'm
And
just
I want
mad
more
that
pictures of
somebody
Spider-Man.
watched that and they're like, this is like my shit. I need to watch all of it.
Somebody right now is watching them shits like, hey baby, let's watch a movie.
No, I believe it. I believe there's some freak ass, nasty ass people out there that get off to that shit.
He was like, hey, imagine this. He's like, from the makers of 2 Girls in 1 Cup.
Now that shit should have been on this motherfucking list because how the entire fuck.
God,
Moving on, Chris. Go to your list.
Troll.
bitch.
The first troll of the. Oh my God.
I don't even want to. I got a story,
God,
but I don't want to
that's
talk about it. Yeah.
I couldn't eat.
Yeah, so
I couldn't.
my
The
list,
girl I
my
was
list
dating, I
started
couldn't
here.
look at the time. Oh my god.
I come in peace. Dolph
Anything with
Lundgren
Dolph Lundgren.
and
Big
his
trouble.
80s ass. So this is the premise of the movie. This is one of the this is the alien he was hunting down.
Lord
This was the
Raven.
premise. This is
It is
you're
Lord
right,
Raven.
Lord Raven. He looks
He must
like
have went off the rails. He had a bad coke bender.
Not even
Don't
off
look
the
like-
rails. I love when people say that phrase. I don't
Off
know
the
why.
rails.
Falling
So,
off the wagon and
the
going
pr-
off the rails just send me
So
every-
this is the premise of a pure 80s movie. It starts off with Dolph Lundgren, who's an LA cop who has no regard, who has total disregard for his job. He's as every 80s
Every
cop
movie.
did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Every 80s cop was just collateral damage all the fucking time. He's hunting down a drug cartel. This is the 80s.
Finds Lord Raven.
White collar crime, selling drugs, and they're called the White Boys.
Figures.
lie.
Fits.
So this alien,
The Proud Boys were taken.
this gentleman right here, is an alien who is the drugs is heroin.
Of course.
This alien is
Yeah.
coming to Earth to make a synthetic heroin because the human
Time
body
out.
creates some kind of endorphin that they
time out.
interact. So now he's a drug dealer.
So the alien was like, you know what?
The alien's
I'm tired of being in space, not being nobody. I'm gonna go to Earth and sell heroin.
Basically. And then said fake
Like-
shit on top of that, giving you the fake
Yeah.
shit.
So the whole time, you're just like, so is Dolph Lundgren hunting down drug dealers and then he's hunting down an alien drug dealer who's a drug dealer on his own planet because Earthlings
So
give
nigga
off some
went
kind of drug.
back to sell the drugs.
Way back.
I'm like, what the fuck? And he was killing niggas with at the time, this is when CDs was just starting.
He was killing niggas with CDs.
Yeah, that's what it was. CDs was just coming onto the market.
That's why
what he
Westinghouse
using.
was in fucking business for so long.
Yep. 80s
Nigga was
police
buying all them
budgets were
99
crazy.
CDs.
Yeah. And that's what he had. He had like this gauntlet on his arm and he would shoot off this disc and it would cut off their heads. And I was like, all it was a fucking CD. That's all it really was.
I've heard of that.
I'm like, 80s.
That's as bad as that movie with Roddy Piper, where you put the glasses on and
Daily?
start seeing fucking
Yeah,
demons.
but they had Keith David in it. So
Now you making it okay by the cast.
That didn't make it okay. That shit just made it worse. That nigga was in it.
He said no.
No. Keith David was in
can't
it.
have it. So
Not
well,
gonna
I
put it
got
on the
one-
list
I-
because Keith
I-
David was in it.
No, I gotta give that one a pass because there's this one.
No.
Weekend at Bernie's.
David Swimmer. I forgot he was in that shit.
God. I forgot
Weekend-
Now, time out. Weekend at Bernie's was the fucking funk. I'm not gonna let you put this on this list
This
like
is
this
true.
shit was
No,
bad.
wait.
Because they
It's
made
true.
two.
They made
I
two.
love those too. Like I really like them, but
I like both. Because when that music came on, that nigga was doing the fucking shimmy.
They said the cassette company was fight for dear life.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
man.
They was
CDs
like, they
took
said,
over.
What more do you want from me?
Look, that was Jason. I can't remember that dude's name. Jason something. But Andrew McCarthy has a habit of being in all these 80s movies because he was in Mannequin. So he made the list twice. And so did
First
Robert
of all,
Downey
let's get
Jr.
into these
And so did
outfits.
Robert Downey Jr.
Can we get into these outfits for a second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm thinking dress shirt with plaid.
What type of pants does Bernie?
That's a
have
lot
on?
of clashing going on.
And
What
the parachute
is some
pants. Parasucos.
I'm going
Jabos for white people.
J. Crew.
Oh
J.
my
Crew.
God, I need my inhaler, bro.
J. Crew.
I cannot with
like,
these outfits.
Raphael
past-
Lauren.
Right, like how do you get past your boss? You're both insurance salesmen. Your boss invites you to his beach house for the weekend. This motherfucker dies, and y'all and the best way y'all do is cover it up and act like he's alive for the entire fucking trip.
Oh God!
And they make that nigga sign over money.
Right.
First of all, this picture needs to be used for somebody's mixtape. I don't care.
That's a fire ass
I
mixtape.
don't get the fire ass mixtape. I'm listening to
That look like a weekend mixtape. That look like the
it really
weekend made
does. Why you playing?
Cause I'm
Why you playing?
heartless.
Hey, does he got on a rolling?
Yeah.
And the,
Look at
the
this
crazy
nigga's
thing
face.
is,
He like he sell coffee and used cars.
Hey, them glasses
but-
was going hard too. He had them the original.
wasn't
Dwayne
there
Wayne.
was a scene, I believe there was a scene in there with one of the girls was like, "Oh, Bernie," and I'm like, "This motherfucker's dead. What are you talking?"
She's into it.
His music was playing.
Way to it.
The fact that this nigga got fucking hit with, he got on one of them parasails, got hit in the head with a fucking
Oh,
arrow, damn near burnt alive and shit, fucking voodoo curse on his ass, and he signed away half his money and still made a second one.
Still made it.
Come on, man.
I
The fact
don't
that this
know
nigga,
how-
look, this shit, man, this nigga, they made a second one. This
They
nigga was
did, they
dead
made
in
a
both
second.
movies.
like they went and dug the
Like,
body
how the
up.
fuck-
And I'm- How did y'all do that?
This probably is the worst one. Because when you really
He
think
was
about it, they had a
dead in
fucking
both
dead
movies.
body.
Necrophiliac ass
A
motherfucker.
dead body. And what we know now because of watching all of these like CSI shows and everything else, I'm thinking about
That body didn't decompose
when
at all.
decomp starts.
For real.
This
And
nigga looked good as the
everything
day he was buried.
That's so gross.
I,
This nigga,
like,
that, and in both movies, like 2 years apart, this nigga still look good. Still had all
Exactly.
the rosy color to him and everything.
he was dead in both. The second one they actually dug him
Nah,
up.
how much
I'm
was
like,
that
how the fuck
check? Hey, we want to pay you to be dead in
Again.
both movies.
I mean, he probably got like a decent amount of money to be kind of slung around.
It's enough for me to go and dig that up from somewhere and see.
Then they had that
like,
fucking weird ass tracksuit with the arms through it and playing
the
Puppet Master.
with the
the
windbreaker.
Nike windbreaker, the aqua blue one.
The one that everybody had.
The one that everybody had with the white Nikes.
Right. The ones you still see at the shoe store.
Yeah.
That Payless.
The fucking swishy one. It wasn't even a
Oh
windbreaker,
my
it was a
God,
swishy.
it was swishy. There was like extra swish in that bitch.
It was like, man, y'all couldn't even afford the members only jacket. Y'all just had to get
Somebody was like pouring the swish, and they were like, "What?"
Too much. God made this with a little extra swish. You couldn't even sneak around in them motherfuckers. Like you couldn't cheat on your girl with the bitches on the
You could never. It was
couldn't
just
sneak in the
like
house with this shit. Hey.
It was
Cut out
gonna
all
be
that
too
damn
noise.
noise.
Way too much noise. It was that, and what other one was it? It was the Charlotte Hornet joint.
Oh yeah,
the Charlotte
That
Hornets.
It started. Everybody had one of them.
What was that about?
Mm-hmm.
The colors. It was just the colors.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because that was not no hot team to be like, yeah.
Charlotte was never good enough, but everybody had one of the bitches. I had one.
Everybody
I
had
had the
one.
Dallas Cowboy one. I don't know why.
It was always
I had
the
jersey dress.
Dallas
I
Cowboy,
remember.
the Charlotte Hornet, and it was what the
Chicago
Raiders
Bulls
and the Chicago
and the
Bulls.
Raiders.
Those were
Yeah,
the
but
hot
this nigga
ones.
was there for 2 movies, and we let these niggas.
Oh,
get
the
away with
Giants.
Let
that.
it happen.
The Giants and the Knicks. That was the other ones.
And the fact that when music turned on, this nigga just start dancing and walking down the street. Nobody thought nothing of it. Like this nigga.
That's
had
what the
no
second
rhythm.
one was. That's what the second one was. It
He
was
got
some
voodoo
curse put
cursed.
on him, and it's like every time he heard music, it was voodoo.
Hey
music,
man, we're
his ass
gonna
was
fucking
moving.
cuss the white man so every time music come on, he's gonna dance.
It was
That
like
was
it had to be
actually
the voodoo.
the best accent you've done for.
I don't know where that came from. It must have been
It's
Burning
actually,
Channel.
it's actually his best
It's
one.
the Jamaican Irish.
It's the
Asian
Negro
Jamaican.
stuff.
Negro
Negro
stuff, yes.
It's the name.
Oh man. Here's
But
another
yeah, like
one.
this nigga was cursed and came back to dance.
I'm like, y'all did it again. 80s. I'm telling you, 80s.
80s
watched
was
both
just
of them.
fucking reckless.
Nothing but trouble.
Speaking of reckless,
Now. I
Now,
love
wait,
this
I'm
fucking
not.
movie.
I like this film. Don't get me wrong.
But this
But
shit
there's
was
some
weird.
shit that went on in this
Not
movie.
this shit
Like,
was
how did we
weird.
let them get away with
This
some
shit
of
was
these
twisted. It was some twisted ass shit in this movie.
It-
They had fucking
It
sex
was.
slaves and shit in the junkyard. This shit was. And
Oh,
fucking
no.
Dan
Talking about
Aykroyd
the-
was a pervert.
Dan Aykroyd was the old man, and he was
Them
one of the,
people.
he was one of the twins.
The Goonies.
John Candy was playing himself. Well, him not himself. He was playing the brother.
He was
and
playing
the
himself.
sister.
There he is on the left.
he said, "No, you had it right, Chris."
They had a bond. They had a good.
Tupac
cast.
was
That's
in this
Demi
movie?
Moore. Yes, Tupac was in the
Digital
this is where we got
Underground?
Digital Underground, right?
They
Like,
made their debut
Demi
in this
Moore
movie.
looks hot
Yeah.
though. I'm not gonna
Look
lie.
at that, man.
That shit.
That
I
looked
love this movie.
creepy
I
as
made
fuck.
my wife watch this movie. She looked at me and was like, "You had a fucked up childhood."
Oh man,
Your childhood was rough, baby.
we got it in. We got it in.
That was John Candy, and John Candy, he played both. No makeup.
Oh my god, it was so.
Not no
it
makeup.
was-
You just gotta
but-
Just gotta
spray
put the
some
chair.
water on them.
Look,
Like glisten,
This
make me
picture
glisten.
is so good. This picture is so
this is
good.
how they. This is how they got out their ticket. They
Young
had to
Tupac.
perform. They had to perform. He was like, "Oh, you guys are musicians," and they was like, "Yeah." And they started
Look
playing.
at that
they
part
started playing
in
the
his
song.
head.
The gum, the
Oh,
original.
baby. Look at that part.
That was the first
Young
time we seen
Tupac.
Tupac on.
I look funny.
Good movie, but it was certain
Great
stuff
movie.
we were just like, how do we let him?
My
get away with some of
favorite
this
part
stuff?
was the end where this nigga
There
was
he is.
lived.
John Candy
Yeah,
as
look
the
at this
sister.
shit.
John Candy as the mute sister.
What these niggas was eating? It was like raw fucking
Oh, them
sausage.
them sausages.
It's like blood sausages and shit.
Oh my God. I remember that.
He
Ew.
couldn't even open his mouth.
I was like, what is
This
was
nigga
like,
looked like a dead deer. He was like,
He was like, I like mine with a little kraut, and he put all this shit on it. I'm like, man, that shit look raw as hell.
that
don't
shit
look
was
good.
raw as hell. This shit didn't even pop.
It was
Nigga,
coming
that
around
skin-
on the train.
That skin was still moving.
Not the skin was still moving. That skin was weakening at Bernie's on that plate.
It was
Oh
like,
my god!
oh, you gonna eat me? Huh? You gotta catch me first, huh?
fucking gross.
You gotta catch me first, huh?
Oh my God.
So,
He's like greased up deaf guy from fucking Family Guy.
Oh my God.
He tried to hit him before. He's like, oh no.
that was I couldn't even leave that joke. The Family Guy boy.
How do we let him get him with some related shit? Oh, you gotta be faster. Well, good to be back. My favorite was the Herbert the Pervert. Wait, no, the baby boy hoping bring some good news.
No, him leaving that voicemail for Chris was classic.
He was like, he said what he said. You fat son of a bitch.
When he went from like nice to being like Andrew, you fat ass. I was like,
you fat ass.
No, the Star Wars one where that nigga was singing "The Time of My Life."
Oh my God.
Oh
that
my
shit
God.
got me.
Anytime they do a song,
And he was supposed to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm just like, dude, this is so wrong.
And his
So
fucking
many
lightsaber
levels.
was limp.
that must
Chris
have
came
really-
in.
And then, like, and then Chris shows up, and it's just like,
that was actually really good.
I'm like, oh my God.
That was a good episode.
We definitely have to do a part 2 of this. There are some, because there's still some classics, definitely
Trimmers?
from the 80s and 90s.
Trimmers, we don't see Trimmers
There's like
alone.
6 of them.
Trimmers was
70.
fantastic.
Fantastically horrible.
Look,
These niggas.
Kevin
No,
Bacon did the first one. He was
Kevin
like, I ain't
Bacon
coming
was a
back for
national
this shit.
treasure.
He's like, I'm not coming back for this. I was
Now
like,
Kevin Bacon playing the original Invisible Man, that shit was fucking weird.
Yeah.
yes.
That shit was hella
He
weird.
was
This nigga was
such
sucking
an
titties and
ass.
shit. Weird.
He was such an asshole in that too. Like I don't give a damn how smart he was. He was an ass.
Shit, that Ghost Michael J. Fox movie with Michael Jackson in it.
Oh wait, Frighteners.
Frighteners. Frighteners, it was amazing to see
Frighteners was
like
good.
the
I like
number
Frighteners.
when somebody would die on their forehead.
Not that one. It was a goofy one that he made. It wasn't Frighteners. It was
Frighteners
a-
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Frighteners. I'm trying to.
Nah,
think
that
which
was
one
alright.
was.
I know
Yeah,
Michael Jackson was in it.
I gotta think which one that one was.
He's one of them
but-
ghoulish creatures out there. Just doing it.
Good Lord, it was like that. Like, yeah, we gotta definitely do a part 2 because this
Pootie
shit, it was.
Tang.
Everything was fantastic. Start
Yeah.
Or-
You can still.
We let this
kinda
nigga
quote
go through
Pootie
this
Tang.
whole movie not speaking no fucking English.
He was.
And,
He was
and
speaking-
everybody
You ain't like that
everybody
symbol you had?
understood this nigga. This nigga made
Dirty
a song with nothing.
Dirty
Hey.
D. You ain't like
Turn that shit down.
We got in trouble in school because that's when everybody started slapping niggas with the baby powder.
Side out there.
That was like that was the original pandemic. We
I
were
don't know
in trouble
how
for that
Chris
shit.
Rock got that one off. Chris Rock got that because it was just a skit for his talk show on HBO. It was just
Yeah.
a skit. He got
I mean, it was
that
good.
off
It's
for
one
an
of my
hour and a
favorite
half.
movies.
Yeah, it's funny. It riffed on just about everyone, but damn, Dirty D. I'm like, this nigga's whole Cadillac was dirty. This nigga was
When they
dirty.
cleaned that
jacket was
nigga,
But
dirty.
again, that was
When he
during
came
that
out clean,
time.
he came out clean. He was
And he
nasty.
moved to the
No, the fact that this nigga was in jail, this nigga snuck him some dirt like it was crack. Oh, gotta have that good stuff. I've been itching. Like, nigga.
He's Pigpen when he grew up.
Oh,
That's who it
God.
is.
Oh
This nigga
God,
been
not all
evil.
the dirt.
He was like, all them times the niggas kept me in the background. Fuck them niggas. I'm going bad.
Oh my God. Yeah, Pootie Tang. Good Lord, I can't believe they had Mannequin too. There was some choice ones in there.
There were
Good Lord.
questionable sequels for sure.
Questionable sequels, questionable shows. Like I seen a clip and I love the show, but Married with Children, there was some shit that you cannot do now. You can't get away with it. Yo,
I mean, Married with
Alba-
Children was nothing but kind of like a modernized. What was that one show called? All in the Family.
yeah.
It was, you know,
I still want to watch Psycho Dad. I still want to watch Psycho
like,
Dad.
it's still a thing. But anyway, we'll let you wrap up because it's almost 10 o'clock.
It's that time. So everybody, let's get everybody going. Brandy, tell everybody where they can find you.
Candy B Cosplay, for those that are watching, go ahead and throw that bitch into IG because everything that I'd want you to follow and care about is all in my bio. So we keep it that simple. If I accept you on Facebook, I gotta like really know you or fuck with you at this point because no. And
We
get ready
drinking with our
for,
pinkies up now. That's why.
yes, okay, we brand new, and then get ready for several events I'm going to be throwing next year because I'm about to get this motherfucking paper. And I'm still doing my candid combo. So I'm super excited about the rest of the people I'm going to have on. So yeah, that's where you find me.
All right. DC.
Huh?
Always.
My bad. Seawater.
Seawater.
Yeah.
No Terramana
for you. Tomorrow. Catch me on What the Shit tomorrow. Speaking of which, we got the boy Easy from San Diego, California coming on. Talk about his album. Can't wait to do that. Get a little more California playtime is always fun. I mean, that's it. Oh, shout out to 80 Empire. They doing their
Yes. Get that album. Anthems and Icons.
Speaking of albums,
Bars.
we're gonna be on the next one. Surprise, motherfuckers! What the shit is
we
gonna
are.
be on an album, nigga? We're gonna be the first podcast out here doing interludes.
Come
Welcome
on,
to the sexy couch.
Say it clearly.
Welcome to the sexy
Interludes.
couch.
Not in the ludes. Interludes.
No sex in the
They call,
champagne room.
they call it whatever they want, long as we own that motherfucker. I don't care what they call it.
You know, DC
Interludes in the
he all about the whore out. I can only respect it.
I'm doing it one take too.
So yeah, look out for that. Get that album, Anthems and Icons. I've been bumping that joint all week.
We gonna be on an interlude. It's called What the Shit. Welcome to the sexy
Look,
couch.
I did go to work the next day acting brand new. Like, don't talk to me, bitches.
Yeah,
Get
I
your
can't.
hands off me.
Get your damn hands off.
Get your uninterlude having ass off of me.
You don't.
Oh my
you know,
God.
give me 5 feet and give me 10 just because I need it.
You non-CD having ass niggas.
Basically.
Don't call me by my
yeah.
first
So looking
name.
out for that. Ready to take things to the next level. Season 4 about to end for What the Shit. Season 5 is going to be the season of podcasters. So I'm getting ready to put out an open call to anybody who has a show podcast to come on and talk about it.
Nice.
Oh,
So,
sort of like
about to get out
okay,
here.
yeah, definitely.
Because
Open up the floor for the gates.
season 4 was all music, so I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted with all these musician divas and their
Not
demands of
the side.
no,
Look, wait. That's
no
because
brown
we're-
fucking
that's because
M&Ms.
we're-
Just be in the back. I want M&Ms, but there can't be no brown ones. No,
this
no
bowl is
peanuts.
ruined. I can't
No,
eat this.
no
I can't eat
chocolates.
I believe that when they said J-Lo asked for all of her M&Ms to be separate and nothing but like white roses in the room and all the rest of this shit, I believe that shit.
I've seen it.
I wonder if they do it just to
500
troll
green
their ass too.
M&Ms.
They're like, I wonder if
Not
these motherfuckers
500
will really
green
do
M&Ms.
this. I need 500
50
green, 300 red,
brown.
and 250 blue, and then one
The
brown.
fact that somebody has
5
to
black.
be right away
5 black,
sir,
yeah,
is
5
hilarious.
No,
What are you
but
doing? I
I've
wanna
been
see if
enjoying
they
it.
actually do that.
I think it's just because you can. Like, if you're gonna ask me
At
what
that
are
point-
my demands, I'm just gonna do some outrageous shit to see if you do it. I
Right.
want fresh water from the Alps, and you have to go hand pick it yourself and bottle it and
I'm
age it
doing
for 40
stupid shit.
days.
I
Like,
want
what is this
27
great value bottle doing in my dressing room?
I'm gonna be like, I want 27 blue water balloons for starters. Already pre-blown up, tied them up, had them bitches on the side.
And they
Not
can't
only-
have no
and
spin
they
in
can't
them.
just be
They
straight
better,
blue.
yes, they better not have them.
Blow them up
And they
without
better be the
spit.
one, and they better be filled with water from the Alps. I need.
I don't want no lip
I
juices on
I
these
want
motherfuckers.
more water filled in the water balloon.
Yeah,
It
right.
has to be fucking fresh moose water from the.
They need to be
What?
blessed after.
Moose water?
blessed by a shaman from the Ikiwachu tribe.
That's the only way my kids play with water balloons. That's just where we're at now.
They have to be blown up to a certain circumference. Like,
I will say it's funny how bougie my taste has gotten, knowing good and fucking well I grew up drinking from a damn water hose. And I got the nerve to be like, where's your filtered Evian? Like,
I want some Voss water.
but I don't know. If you want Voss water, you might as well go back to drinking from the hose. Voss is trash. Like,
I don't know.
that
I
is
just
not the water.
like she said, she said it like she's already staying in the Hamptons.
Hey, look, you got to speak it into existence already. So, bad and bougie lifestyle
man.
loading.
Oh my God. You can find me IG Chris.Fury1, TikTok Chris Fury1, and you can also find me on Blurred's Eye View on the IG page. Just go to the link tree, follow the link in the bio in the link. The link in the bio. And
link in the bio.
And we're part of Captivate.fm now, so you can follow us there as well. Yeah. We're on Captivate. Bird's Eye View and what the shit is now on Captivate.
If you got time, man, go to Podchaser and rate the show and everything.
Chase the pod.
Show some love to the show. Go to the YouTubes. Go to
shout out to
IG.
Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment and WMIC.
And feel free to leave like real ass comments, because people really can't grow sometimes off of everyone being like, I love what you do and this is so cool. Leave a real ass comment.
I hate the fact that you always eating blue M&Ms, nigga. Find another color.
Something.
And don't be a troll. Show some love to not just our podcasts, but to all of them that's out there. There's room at the table.
It's 9:55. Chris said link in the bio in the link instead of link in the bio. I don't like that. That pissed me off.
Oh wait, is that the
from a fake profile?
From a burner account.
Oh, speaking of accounts,
Jesus right Sandal.
If you are an FX trader, a Bitcoin investor,
them motherfuckers,
do not
Illuminati,
contact us on IG.
Graphic designers. Hey, so here's what I started doing. Anytime they be like, hey, you want to learn what I did and how I got all this money? I invested in Bitcoin. I'm like, you can't buy hookers and weed with Bitcoin. I'm sorry, I don't want to do none of that.
We don't need that. That's not helping us, and we definitely not helping y'all. So you're wasting your time. So with all that being said, thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you're listening and if you're watching, thank you again. G Black, shout out to G Black and Peso Luciano for joining in. You know, always love, always room here, always a door open for you guys. Until the next mission, when we get together and talk about more crazy stuff from a Blurred's POV point of view. I'm Chris Fury. This is Candy B Cosplay, and there's DC.
Negro Cousteau.
Wait, yeah, that's right. Negro Cousteau, the hood marine biologist.
I'm gonna build a brand if you don't say it. You have to say it flawless. Negro Cousteau.
Wait, Negro.
Nah, it's legal, right? I ain't that bougie yet.
Like Candy B said, speaking into an existence.
Definitely
them marine biology groupies ain't the thing, so I don't want to be.
You don't want the little red hat. You don't want the little red hat.
Liberating seals and shit. That shit's getting annoying.
You got to wear the little red hat and the blue jean shirt, buttoned up blue jeans. That's a lot of jeans.
I'm out.
Until next mission, remember to entertain yourself and others, educate yourself and others. Most of all, encourage yourself and others. Until next mission, this is the crew. We're out.